Did you know that the average person spends 47% of their day thinking about something other than what's happening in the moment? That's nearly half your life spent in a mental fog. It's no surprise that many of us feel overwhelmed or disconnected. The good news? Mindfulness can help you snap out of it. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation. It's about being fully present and aware in every part of your life. Research shows that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve focus, and even change the structure of your brain for the better. In fact, studies reveal that just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice can actually increase the size of your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and emotions. So, what exactly is mindfulness, and how can you make it a part of your everyday life? In this video, we'll break down the myths, explore powerful strategies, and show you how small changes can lead to big improvements in your mental health. Get ready to discover how mindfulness can transform your life, and you might be surprised at how easy it is to start. Let's dive in. Chapter 1: The Mindfulness Myth. Debunking the common misunderstandings. Mindfulness is often misunderstood, and some myths can hold people back from experiencing its full benefits. Many think mindfulness means clearing your mind of all thoughts. The truth? It's not about shutting down your brain. In fact, having thoughts while practicing mindfulness is normal. According to mindfulness expert John Kabat-Zinn, mindfulness is simply paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. Another misconception is that mindfulness is only for people who are already calm or peaceful. But research shows that mindfulness can actually help reduce anxiety and stress. Studies show that people who practice mindfulness have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This means mindfulness is a great tool for anyone, especially those dealing with high stress. Mindfulness also isn't about always being still. Many assume you have to meditate in silence for hours to benefit. However, the most effective mindfulness practices can be done while walking, eating, or even while washing dishes. You can be mindful in any moment, without needing to find time for a long session. Some people think mindfulness is only for the spiritually inclined. However, mindfulness isn't tied to any religion. It's a tool anyone can use to improve mental health, focus, and well-being. Mindfulness expert Dr. Rick Hanson writes in his book Hardwiring Happiness, "The brain is like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones." Mindfulness helps rewire this tendency, allowing more positive experiences to stick. Mindfulness isn't about perfection. Many people worry that they're doing it wrong if their mind wanders or if they can't focus. But it's all part of the process. The goal is not to eliminate thoughts but to notice them without getting lost in them. So, let go of the pressure to be perfect and allow yourself to experience mindfulness in your own way. Chapter 2: The Power of Presence. How to tune in and not tune out. Being present sounds easy, but it's harder than we think. We live in a world full of distractions, emails, notifications, deadlines. It's no wonder we struggle to stay present. But mindfulness can help. The key to presence is shifting your attention to the here and now, without judgment. One powerful strategy is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. When you're feeling overwhelmed, use all 5 senses to bring your attention back to the present. Look around and name 5 things you can see. Then, listen for 4 things you can hear, and so on. This brings your focus away from anxious thoughts and back to reality. Studies show that mindfulness boosts your ability to focus. In fact, research published in Psychological Science found that people who practice mindfulness perform better on attention tests. This suggests mindfulness could be the secret to improved concentration. So, the next time you find your mind wandering, take a deep breath and focus on what's in front of you. But how do you practice presence when you're busy? It's easier than it sounds. Start with small, simple activities. Focus on the sensation of the warm water as you wash your hands. Pay attention to the taste and texture of your food. Even the simplest tasks can become moments of mindfulness. What if you don't have time for long meditation sessions? Mindfulness expert Sharon Salzberg encourages people to take one mindful breath. It's a reminder that mindfulness doesn't require hours of practice. Just a few seconds of deep breathing can ground you, calm your mind, and restore your focus. Chapter 3: Mindfulness Beyond the Mat. Surprising places to practice mindfulness doesn't need to be confined to a meditation cushion. In fact, some of the best mindfulness moments happen when you least expect them. Whether you're sitting in traffic or folding laundry, every moment holds the potential for mindfulness. The trick is to intentionally tune into the present moment. One effective strategy is the mindful walking technique. Walking is an easy, everyday activity that can become a mindfulness practice. Simply walk slowly and focus on the sensations in your feet as they hit the ground. Notice how your body feels with each step. It's an easy way to practice mindfulness while moving. You can also practice mindfulness during conversations. Instead of thinking about what you'll say next, focus entirely on what the other person is saying. This helps improve relationships and communication, as it encourages genuine listening. Studies show that people who practice mindful listening have stronger, more empathetic connections with others. Don't overlook the power of mindful eating. In today's fast-paced world, eating is often done on the go, while multitasking. Instead, take a moment to savor each bite. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and smell of your food. A study published in Appetite found that eating mindfully can lead to healthier food choices and even weight loss. Another surprising way to practice mindfulness is during your commute. Whether you drive or take public transportation, use the time to tune into your surroundings. Listen to the sound of the car or the bus. Observe the movement of the people around you. By focusing on these small details, you can turn a mundane activity into a mindful moment. Lastly, mindfulness is incredibly helpful during stressful situations. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and take a few deep breaths. Focus on your breathing and bring your attention back to the present. A study by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn found that mindfulness can reduce stress and anxiety by helping you focus on the present moment, rather than worrying about the future. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more tips and strategies on mindfulness. Stay tuned for more. Chapter 4: Mindful Moments. Tiny shifts for big change. Mindfulness doesn't have to take up hours of your day. In fact, small mindful moments can make a huge difference. It's about creating tiny shifts that slowly transform your daily routine. The best part? These changes are simple, and anyone can try them. One of the most effective strategies is to start with your breath. Every time you catch yourself rushing or feeling stressed, take a deep breath. Focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your lungs. Even one mindful breath can calm your mind and reset your mood. In fact, studies show that taking just a few deep breaths can lower blood pressure and reduce stress. You can also turn everyday tasks into opportunities for mindfulness. For example, while brushing your teeth, notice the taste of the toothpaste, the sound of the brush, and the feeling of the bristles against your teeth. These moments may seem small, but they train your mind to focus on the present. Research shows that practicing this kind of mindfulness leads to reduced anxiety and better emotional regulation. Another powerful strategy is the 1-minute meditation. It's as simple as it sounds. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, set a timer for 1 minute. Close your eyes, take slow, deep breaths, and bring your attention to the sensations in your body. This quick practice can help you reset your nervous system, helping you feel more focused and relaxed in just 60 seconds. The science behind these tiny moments is impressive. Studies by Dr. Richard Davidson at the University of Wisconsin found that even brief moments of mindfulness can change brain activity. His research shows that mindfulness helps increase activity in areas of the brain linked to positive emotions, making it easier to stay calm and focused. Mindfulness is also about noticing what's around you. Whether you're walking, sitting, or even lying in bed, take a moment to pay attention to your environment. Notice the colors, textures, and sounds. This simple practice is backed by research showing that observing the present moment without judgment can improve focus and mental clarity. These tiny moments, when practiced consistently, can lead to significant improvements in mental well-being. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to stay mindful throughout the day. And over time, these small shifts add up, helping you live with more clarity and calm. Chapter 5: Neuroscience of Mindfulness. The Brain on Calm. Understanding how mindfulness affects the brain is not only fascinating but also empowering. Research in neuroscience has shown that mindfulness can physically change the structure of your brain, improving your mental health and well-being. The effects are long-lasting, which means practicing mindfulness regularly can lead to permanent positive changes. One key area that mindfulness affects is the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and emotional regulation. Studies show that mindfulness increases activity in this area, leading to better control over emotions and reactions. For example, a study published in Psychiatry Research, Neuroimaging found that participants who practiced mindfulness regularly showed increased gray matter in the prefrontal cortex. Another area that benefits from mindfulness is the amygdala, which is involved in the body's stress response. Research has shown that mindfulness can shrink the amygdala, helping to reduce emotional reactions like fear and anxiety. This makes it easier to respond to stress with a clear mind instead of reacting impulsively. Mindfulness also has a positive effect on the hippocampus, the brain region associated with memory and learning. A study from Harvard University found that mindfulness practitioners had increased hippocampal gray matter, which helps with memory retention and emotional regulation. This suggests that regular mindfulness practice can help protect your brain against age-related cognitive decline. Interestingly, mindfulness doesn't just reduce stress, it also promotes happiness. Studies have shown that practicing mindfulness boosts levels of serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to feelings of well-being and happiness. This is one reason why people who practice mindfulness report feeling more content with their lives. The impact of mindfulness on the brain is so profound that some researchers believe it could even help treat mental health conditions like depression and PTSD. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that mindfulness-based therapies were effective in reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. These findings support the idea that mindfulness can be a powerful tool for emotional healing. When you practice mindfulness, you're not just calming your mind. You're also strengthening the neural pathways that lead to emotional balance and cognitive flexibility. This helps you handle life's challenges with greater resilience, making mindfulness a key component of long-term mental health. Chapter 6: Mindfulness is a superpower. Unlocking your inner resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and mindfulness is a powerful tool for building it. Life is full of challenges, but how we respond to them can make all the difference. Mindfulness helps you approach difficult situations with a calm, clear mind, rather than reacting out of stress or fear. One key strategy for building resilience through mindfulness is cognitive reappraisal. This involves changing how you think about a stressful situation. For example, instead of viewing a setback as a failure, mindfulness encourages you to see it as an opportunity for growth. Research by Dr. James Gross at Stanford University shows that people who practice cognitive reappraisal experience less emotional distress and greater emotional well-being. Mindfulness also helps build emotional resilience by teaching you to observe your emotions without judgment. Instead of getting caught up in negative feelings, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge them and let them pass. Dr. Dan Siegel, a psychiatrist and mindfulness expert, calls this the wheel of awareness. He suggests that practicing this technique helps create mental space between your emotions and your reactions, giving you more control over your responses. Another resilience-building practice is loving-kindness meditation, which involves silently repeating phrases like "May I be happy" or "May I be healthy." This type of meditation helps cultivate compassion, not just for others, but also for yourself. Studies show that practicing loving-kindness meditation increases positive emotions, strengthens social connections, and reduces stress. Mindfulness also boosts your ability to stay calm in high-pressure situations. A study published in Psychological Science found that mindfulness helps improve decision-making under stress. The research shows that mindful individuals are better at remaining calm and making thoughtful decisions when faced with difficult situations. In addition, mindfulness improves self-compassion. Instead of being overly self-critical, mindfulness teaches you to treat yourself with kindness during tough times. This shift in mindset helps you maintain a positive outlook, even when life gets tough. When you practice mindfulness, you're not just managing stress, you're developing a superpower that allows you to handle challenges with strength and grace. Over time, this resilience becomes a natural part of who you are, helping you live a more balanced and fulfilling life. If you've found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.